All right, you're catching me taking a little bit of break here. Hey, this is Chris Reddick for VP Playback Sports, presenting to you the Carter County Game of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. We've got another great Carter County rivalry coming up here in about 23 minutes. And what we got going on right now is the Happy Valley Warriors as they host the Hampton Bulldogs. We're going to start off with the girls' game. The girls' game will officially start around 6:30, but I'm going to give you a little bit of the preview when we come back from the break. But right now, I want to talk to you about something that's happening right now, something special. As you just saw, sipping on a little pizza and tea, just picked up some pizzas, and Eric just told me something incredible that's going on at Pizza Inn in Elizabethton. This is probably the best deal in the area. Now check this out. And he says they have been selling like crazy. The extra large pizza, the XL pepperoni pizza, right now is only $10. So guess what? If you're at home, you're not able to come to the game, guess what? You're a little bit hungry because it's dinner time. Pick up the phone, give Pizza Inn a call, and tell them that Venture Productions said, I want that XL pizza for $10, and you will get it. It is on sale right now for $10. And by the way, I've been snacking on it before the game, and it is delicious. It's probably one of my favorite pizzas. Something about that crust that I like. So check out the New York XL pizza, only $10. And let me show you something. You see that? The players, guess what? Our outstanding player is going to get a free buffet. That's right. We're going to have the Pizza Inn player of the game, and they're going to get a free Pizza Inn buffet from Pizza Inn in Elizabethton. So you want to stay tuned for that to find out who's going to win the free pizza for the girls' game. We're going to do the girls' game at 6:30, and then we're going to have the boys' game at 8 o'clock. So Tony, go ahead and show some of the girls right now warming up. You can see we've got the Warriors, the Lady Warriors are warming up to the left. And then on the right, in the blue, we got the the Hampton Bulldogs. Now, this is going to be a classic matchup, and we're going to break it all down for you coming up in just a few. So we're going to take a quick little break, and when we come back, we're going to give you the preview, a little bit of a breakdown, the Pizza Inn. We're going to call it the Pizza Inn preview. Give you a little bit of breakdown of the game. By the way, I didn't even show you the pizza. Look how big this is. It's huge. It's huge. And as you can see, I got to finish this up. So, Tony, what we're going to do we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we can give you a little bit of a preview of tonight's game of the Happy Valley Warriors against the Hampton Bulldogs. Girls game coming up next, right here on the Carter County Game of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV.
K-Tag Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, equipped with a friendly and highly skilled and certified staff, always ready to help you, whether as an individual, business, partnership, or if they treat you like family. So call or come visit D&K Tag Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Let me see ya. Hey, with them real big snaps. 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 Hey, here we go. This is the song you're looking for. Let me know something.
I felt like our wedding was so much fun.
What did you do, baby?
Chris with Venture Productions did our ceremony, but the receptions, what everyone else usually remembers.
Beyond my expectations, I must say Chris and Tony they made my night so much better because They played with the guests. They came the night before. Everyone felt home. I've never seen people dancing so much to this.
Party people, are you with me? We really know what's up. Are you ready to have some fun? Are you ready to turn it up? On the weekend, we go party. On the weekend, we have fun.
Chris and Tony, phenomenal. I give them a thumbs up.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Cook. One of the best decisions I made and one of the most important was my entertainment. That is why I went with Chris Riddick from Venture Productions. He made sure from start to finish that my guests had the best time. And to this day, they're still talking about it.
I am Frances Cottrell, and we have hired Chris Riddick with Venture Productions to be the DJ for a 50th anniversary party. And we have had so much fun, and there's been about 130 people here, and all through the night I have had numerous people come and tell me that the DJ is wonderful and he's playing all the songs they want to hear, and that is absolutely fantastic.
Tonight was amazing. My name's Austin, and the music was groovy, it was funky, it was fun. The whole night it was a great time, and I really enjoyed it. But you really hit the spot, and it was amazing.
Because there was so much going on the entire time. Because I told Chris I wanted everything with, games and dancing and everything, and I felt like that's what I got.
Tara, 3, 2, 1, let it go! Oh!
One of the things that was on our list was a DJ.
All right.
Our wedding planner actually recommended Chris to us, so Terrence was 100% on board and said yes.
Because if y'all don't know by now, you're about to find something out.
The music was flawless.
Kick it!
Nothing could have been more perfect.
It was really good. It was fun, and I think everybody that came to our wedding has told us that it was really good, and that you couldn't sit down. It was just always people were dancing the whole time, and it was all different types of music put together, for everybody, and everybody had fun.
The wedding was awesome. Everybody was involved. The DJ was engaged the whole time and kept everybody up on their feet, so nobody just sat around, and overall it was just a fantastic night, so I just wanted to say thank you.
Just like to say how great a job that Chris did at my daughter's wedding.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Maxie, give a big round of applause!
They kept everything energized. They kept everything moving. It was organized. I think everyone just had a great time. And a lot of that stems from the DJ work.
Chris made our night so special. He did a great job with the music and kept everything going. It was such a fun flow and just a fabulous night.
I would recommend Chris with Venture Productions because he really is a fun DJ. He is an actual good DJ.
I just want to thank Chris and Venture Productions for an awesome night. They do a great job. I recommend them to anybody. Thank you so much.
I would recommend Chris Riddick to everyone I single know. I mean, really and truly, he's been wonderful for a DJ. He has played everything we have liked, and all of our friends have enjoyed it. It's been wonderful. Thank you.
I feel like Chris is very professional with all of his clients that he works for, and he gave me a day that I'll always remember.
Oh, there it is.
It's the moment you've been waiting all your life. It's your wedding day.
We got a great one lined up today.
Yeah.
We got the Happy Valley Warriors taking on the Hampton Bulldogs. That's right. We're here at Bayless Gymnasium.
Venture Productions is thebomb.com. They're amazing, fun.
County rival. Hampton just has to travel a few miles to go across the county to take on one of their rivals,
D&K
the Happy
Tech
Valley
Service.
Warriors. Now, here's the great thing about the Warriors and Happy Valley and the Bulldogs. They're in the same district. They're in District 1, 2A District 1. Just a couple of years ago, remember the Hampton Bulldogs, they were
has been locally owned and operated for over.
And now they moved up to AA. So anyway, before Eric brought me another pizza from Pizza Inn in Elizabethton. Now this is a surprise pizza. What he normally does, he'll bring the XL pizza. By the way, the extra large pizza is only $10. It's only $10. Probably the best deal going on here in the Tri-Cities area. So guess what? If you're not able to enjoy some of that delicious buffet and you want to watch the game like right now and you don't feel like getting up to get the pizza in, just give them a call and order the extra large pepperoni pizza, only $10. Now, right now, I want to tell you about another great pizza that you may be able to order. This is a specialty pizza. They have a lot of specialty pizzas. Now, I'm not sure what's in this one, but here's the good thing about the specialty pizzas. Great deal on that. Only $11.99. Only $11.99. So let's see what the surprise. I always say, Eric, just surprise me. Just surprise me. Okay, so let's see what's in the box. Look at that. Look at that. Check that out. This looks like I don't know what I'm actually what the official name is, but I'm going to tell you it is loaded with bacon, cheese, and ham, and sausage. So this must be like their pork specialty. But anyway, any of the specialty pizzas are only $11.99. So since I have this open, you know what I got to do. I can't close this box without trying at least one slice. So let's give it a try. And use this one here. Let's go for it. Really, really good. Now, I know some of you who know me know that, Chris, what are you doing eating pizza? I thought you were just eating veggies and meat here for the first 20 days of the month. Well, I am. But guess what? I do that. That way I can enjoy when it's time to eat pizza at Pizza Inn, some of this great pizza. So remember, specialty pizzas are only $11.99. The XL pizzas are only $10. All right, Tony, so I got some notes here. We got to break down this game. So let me put that pizza up. As I'm trying to chew up all this pizza, I'll tell you what. Coming up before the boys' game, we may actually show you another pizza, and that's a dessert pizza. Eric surprised me about that, so we'll show you that a little bit later. But right now, let's talk about the game tonight. So, we have the Hampton Bulldogs. Let's start with them. Hampton Bulldogs rocking an impressive record at this point. 14 wins, just a few losses, 2-1 in District 1 AA. They are tied for first, and they're tied with West Green, Chucky Doak, and South Green. But here's the great thing about the Hampton Bulldog girls. They have the best overall record than the rest of the teams. So, if you can remember, they had an outstanding year last year. I believe they got knocked out in the region. I believe it was in the region. They won the region, and then I believe they got knocked out. I believe it was sub-state. So, two people missing from that great team last year. One of them is Macy Henry. Macy Henry outstanding player, great all-around player. And then they also lost Taylor. Taylor is also missing too. She had a hot shot three-point capability, and that's gone. But guess what? Hampton Bulldogs, they have a tradition of picking up right where they left off, and girls stepping up right where they left off last year. So, Coach Humphreys, very impressed with the ladies he has this year because he has a few top returners and one of the great players for the Bulldogs. I'm sure you remember her last year. And she was actually the VP Playback Carter County Pizza Inn Player of the Week last year for one of the games, and that's Piper Helly. Piper Helly, outstanding guard. This is a great all-around player. She knows how to get it done. She knows how to put points on the board. She averages a little over 11 points per game. And not only that, Piper, she can pick your pocket. Great at steals, averaging 3.6 steals per game, also averaging almost 4 rebounds per game, sneaking in a few rebounds per game. This is your all-around go-to player that the Warriors are going to have to try to contain and lock down. And we're going to talk about the Warriors a bit later on how they're going to have to try to slow down this Hampton Bulldog team. And like I said, they love to put points on the board. And guess what? Another outstanding player returning from last year is actually the top scorer, and that is no other than Hannah Smith. Hannah Smith, guard. She's a junior as well. I forgot to mention Piper is a senior. Hannah Smith's just a junior, but guess what? She's averaging over 14 points per game, along with 2.2 assists per game. So the combination of these two definitely are going to put a lot of points to the board. Probably combined, just those two combined, almost put half the points up for the Bulldogs. But guess what? Somebody else is returning from that great team last year that Coach Humphrey's impressed with, and that's Bria Hicks. Bria Hicks is just shy from 8 points per game, so she's a senior, and she's definitely another player that the Warriors are going to have to look after. Also, another outstanding player returning. That's Ella Eastep. Ella Eastep's returning, and she knows how to get the job done with points, averaging close to 6 points, as well as 6 rebounds per game. So, you got her returning. She's one of your seniors. And then also, you have Faye Carrico. Faye Carrico, she's going to play the center position. Now, she's someone that can take care of the boards. So, you want the boards? You want great defense underneath? Faye Carrico. She can do it. She can take care of that for you. All right, so you're wondering, Chris, with that great team, how is Happy Valley going to be able to stop Hampton? Well, first of all, let's break down who Happy Valley has coming back. Just about the entire team is coming back from last year. Check this out. But one important ingredient is missing. That is Miss Marcita Moore. Marcita Moore was an outstanding guard, great ball handler, great all-around player for the Warriors. She is no longer part of the team. She's graduated last year. I believe she's a student now at ETSU. Outstanding player in basketball. I believe she was like the homecoming queen. She also is state champion multiple times in track. Just an outstanding athlete that the Warriors are going to miss. But guess what? Good news. Guess who's returning for Coach Dana Hill's team? One of the top players, that is Kaden Anderson. Now, let me tell you, Kaden Anderson, she's a senior this year. She was a great leader last year, but she's really gotten to step up her game this year. That's number 22 for the Warriors, running the guard position. This is your go-to player on the team. This young lady is leading in just about all categories for the Warriors, so definitely if the Warriors want to have the chance, they're going to have to make sure Kaden Anderson is in the game. Now, only thing that may slow Kaden Anderson down is if she happens to get in foul trouble. But she's leading the team with steals, unbelievable number of 4 steals per game. She also has assists. He's averaging about 2.3 assists per game. Oh, and she knows how to put points on the board. She's averaging 12.3 points per game. And also getting a few rebounds for the Warriors. And right behind her, another top returner for the Warriors. That's Josephine Zioli. Josephine Zioli. She's an outstanding player as well. She is averaging 6.5 points per game. So with Miss Josephine Zioli, she's been having a nice game to this point throughout the year. She's put up some big shots at some crucial times in some big games, especially over the Christmas tournament. Happy Valley Warriors had a chance to go travel to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Well, guess what? They put up 2 wins. They were 2-1, and they beat teams that were higher seeded teams. It were a 3A team in South Carolina and a 4A team. So the Warriors carrying a 6-10 record with 2 of those wins coming from the Christmas tournament. And like I said, the Christmas tournament, by the way, is the last time, unfortunately, the Warriors have been able to play. So this is going to be their first game for the year 2025. And we're going to talk about some of the concerns that Coach has. But like I said, Josephine Zioli, somebody that definitely is going to have to contribute, probably average a little more to keep this team competitive against the Bulldogs. Now, one of the things that they like to look from Miss Josephine is just to be a little bit more in consistency with her all-around game. Also, you have Alex Moore. Alex Moore, starter for the Warriors. Now, Alex Moore, another outstanding player, she averages around 5.1 points per game. Now, Alex, since the tournament, she has been battling a little bit of sickness. So, big impact player at times, much improved player for the Warriors, and still haven't reached her potential. So, coach is looking to pull a little bit more out of Alex Moore. Also, starting tonight, you're going to have Shanice Gardner. Shanice Gardner, averaging about 3.5 points per game. And Shanice, you know, she's a strong player, and she's going to be great handling the boards, getting those rebounds. Now, here's the unique thing about Shanice. Shanice has only been playing for a couple of years, and she's a sophomore, and coach really likes the development of her game and sees that she's got a lot of room, a lot of ceiling room to improve her game. So still a lot of game to play here for 2024-25 season. So they love to see her game keep improving. Also, you have Aubrey Whitehead. Aubrey Whitehead is also going to be in the starting lineup. Now, she's coming off an ACL surgery from last year, but she's definitely a person or player that can definitely contribute to this team, especially in the ball handling department. Like I said, one of the great ball handlers missing with Marcita. You do have Kaden Anderson, but Kaden Anderson would love to have a little help, and Aubrey is a girl that's able to do that to help this team as well. They're looking for her to develop, putting more points on the board. Now, Ashlyn was another returning player from last year, but unfortunately, Ashlyn is out right now with a little knee injury, but they're going to get her back next week. And like I said, she's a physical specimen on the court, and definitely she had a great game or great games during the Christmas tournament, and definitely someone that they're looking forward to getting her back on the court. So what's been holding this team back with the Warriors? Well, one of the things they're going to have to control, and that's turning the ball over. They're going to have to slow down, turn the ball over if they want to stay in this game. Now, they're only short with 7 players, so that's another thing that coaches are concerned about, because they haven't played because of cancellations from the UNACA game. So they haven't played between the UNACA game, missing that, and also us having to reschedule the Hampton game from Tuesday. They missed that. So we're going to see how well conditioned this team is. But right now, let's get into the national anthem. All right, and welcome back to the VP Playback Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. And we're off to the start. Game just got underway. They just announced the starting lineup for the team. You can see Caden Anderson starting it off for the Warriors. Now, one of the important things the Warriors are going to have to do is, like they're doing now, is make sure they take the time, be patient, and good shots like they tried to do underneath there with Shanice, as she just got fouled. Shanice Gardner, sophomore for the Warriors. That's going to put her on the line for two. So we're just underway here, and already Shanice Gardner on the line with 7:34 left in the first quarter. She makes both her free throws, or excuse me, makes one of her three throws, puts it at 1-0. Hampton Bulldogs, under head coach Dwayne Humphrey, looking to get things started as they swing the ball around. Find underneath, but there is one of the leaders going up for two. Piper missed, but rebound by Shanice. Minutes gone by, and right now the Warriors are holding on to the lead. One of the things that coach is concerned is that pressure that you see the Hampton Bulldogs putting on the Warriors. Great pass inside to Shanice as she goes in for two. Great pass from Caden Anderson to Shanice Gardner. And Shanice already 3 points on the board for Shanice. Warriors with the early lead, 3-0, 6:37 left in the first quarter. Hampton Bulldogs looking to strike to get on the board as they swing it around. So far they're looking to go outside, and they do. Miss. Ball hits the top of the backboard, so now it's going to give the ball back in the hands of the Warriors. Caden Anderson gets the ball across court, almost lost. Actually, it is taken by the Bulldogs as they look to push it inside, going up with the left, and it is good. Bria Hicks for the first 2 points for the Bulldogs. Zioli passes to Caden. Caden takes an outside shot, just sails right over it and goes out of bounds. 3-2, the Warriors are holding on to an early lead, 5:53 left here in the first quarter. Piper bringing the ball up. Swings to Hannah. Hannah finds inside, brings it, pushes it back out. Hannah now with the ball again. They're keeping that ball outside, looking for that open shot, but also looking for someone to drop down low. And they find someone, and in for two, Ella Estep. Bulldogs now take the lead, 4-3, 5:16 left. Warriors able to break the press. They're telling Zioli to go, and she goes. She drives inside, but the ball sails right over, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Shanice, and that's going to give the possession back to the Bulldogs. 4-3. Just a 1 point lead for the Bulldogs now, under 5 minutes. As they keep the ball outside. Bulldogs looking to find it down low, keep it outside. Bulldogs pretty good at the three. Jumper taken, just missed. Jump ball. Possessions are going to remain with the Bulldogs. Piper's going to inbound the pass. Gets it in. Piper works it inside, pushes it back out. Bulldogs being patient, looking for the right shot. I got a feeling they're going to fire a three off here at any moment, and there was an opportunity right there. But Bria, I believe they saw her just a little late. And they're going to let it fire right now. Up and good. Bria Hicks for three. Bria already with 5 points for the Bulldogs. As you can see, the Bulldogs putting that heavy pressure on the Warriors. And that looks like a Network King Travel Agency travel called on Alex Moore. That unforced turnover is going to give the Bulldogs an opportunity to capitalize on that mistake. They're already up 7-3, 3:34 left in the first quarter. Happy Valley started this game off with an early lead, but since then it's been all Bulldogs. There goes a long three. It sails right over and goes, just out of bounds, just hits the line. Happy Valley almost played a little bit too safe as you had a good hustle attempt by Bria Hicks, but it hit the line. So puts it back in the hands. Well, another turnover there for the Warriors. That's where the coaches had a little bit of concern, is the pressure that Bulldogs apply. And so far it's been working for Hampton. Warriors get another opportunity. Actually went out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Well, the ref just said it's his bat, which I thought no one touched it. I thought that was uncontested, so they got it right, and the Bulldogs are now taking over. Looking for the inbounds pass. They better be careful. They just get it in. Taking a three. Just missed. Rebound. Moore. Bulldogs putting that heavy pressure on the Warriors. They're going to have to find a way before 10 seconds to get across. And just miss. Hampton Bulldogs and that pressure defense on the press has forced another turnover. That's one concern that Coach Hill and Coach Henderson have been very, very concerned about, is being able to slow down those turnovers. And right now it has been a problem for the Warriors. They've been playing pretty good, minus the turnover. So somehow if they can keep control of the ball, they'll have a chance. Long three taken, and it is good. That's that old school swish by Bria Hicks. She's caught fire early. Bria Hicks has 8 points already, 8 out of the 10 for the Bulldogs, as they're up 10-3, 2:42 left in the first quarter. Moore was fouled by Ella. Ella's first foul. Kaden Anderson now with the ball. I believe this is time where she's going to have to do a little bit more work to help the team out. Three taken, just missed. Rebound. E-step. Nice pass inside, up and in. It's good. (12-3). Timeout taken by the Warriors. As they take a timeout, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more of the VP Playback Carter County Games of the Week right after this. Welcome back to the VP Playback, Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Production TV. As you can see, bucket for Carico, 14-3, as we're just under a minute of the first quarter. That was Carico's first bucket. Enter into the game after a little bit of a break. We have Moore coming back in, and Aubrey Whitehead, number 21, entering into the game. Press, heavy from the Bulldogs as they trap Caden Anderson, but she's able to get loose. They're going to have to cross. They're going to have to let the ball go. And it's ripped by the Bulldogs as they've had much success with the press. Wide open three, nothing but net. Hannah Smith. I believe that's Hannah's first three. 26 seconds left and ticking. Shanice lets the ball go into the hands of the Bulldogs and takes an uncontested three. Nothing but three for Hannah Smith, back to back. That gives her 6. 9 seconds left. They're going to have to get it across to get a shot off. They find. Oh. Ball stolen, and they're going to probably either hold it or, whoop. Thought they were going to go for the long shot. But anyway, 19-3, the Hampton Bulldogs have expanded the lead and look like they're taking off. We'll be right back with more of the VP Playback Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. Welcome back to VP Playback, Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. The Bulldogs, 21-3 here in the second quarter as Kate Nana looks to drive in. She finds Shanice. She goes up and just missed. Rebound with the putback. Alex Moore puts up more for the Warriors as they hold it 5. Bulldogs in control of this game. No rush. As Piper has control, passes around. Steal by Zioli as she goes. She drives. She goes up and in for 2. Josephine Zioli. That's her first 2 for the game as the Bulldogs still hold on to 21-7. Long 3 up and just rimmed out. Great rebound there by Moore. She puts it in the hands of Kaden Anderson. Kaden looks to drive. She goes all the way, but she tried to pass it in Shanice, but it gets taken away. And Shanice fouls to try to get it back. Kaden Anderson with the nice drive all the way in. I thought she was going to go ahead and keep it and take it on up with the left, but right there at the last moment, she thought she had Shanice right underneath. But it was ripped away by the Bulldogs, and now they're back in control with 21-7, 4:45 left here in the second quarter. Bulldogs stolen by Kaden Anderson. And it gets ripped right out of her hands and goes up and in. Hannah Smith. Clock now ticking under 4 minutes. 23-7 Bulldogs. Warriors making a little bit of a difference so far in the second quarter. They've put up 4. That's Shanice's second foul for the night. Underneath. Nice move, but good hands by the Warriors to knock it away, but the Bulldogs are able to keep it as they put the trap. I believe another foul is going to be called on the Warriors, hopefully. Well, just before that, they got a timeout, so that rescued them. As they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Score 23-7. Hampton Bulldogs holding on to a big lead. And welcome back to the VP Playback Sports Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Production TV. I'm Chris Reddick, and we're in the bottom half of the second quarter. 3:12 left. Bulldogs 23-7. As a nice use of the left from Bria Hicks to add another 2 for the Bulldogs. Bria Hicks having an outstanding game at this point. She has 10 for the Bulldogs. Wide open, Shanice, as she goes up and she misses a layup. Gets knocked out of bounds, but Warriors able to hold on to it. That's one thing the Warriors are going to have to make sure they take advantage of, and that's to make those wide open layups. Cutting back the turnovers, taking smart shots is what the Warriors are going to have to do to get back into this game. Zioli now with the ball. Swings it to Caden. Anderson looks like she's got room to drive, and she looks to find Shanice inside, but it goes right off the hands of the Bulldogs. The Warriors able to keep it. Right there, looked like Caden had another opportunity. I thought she was going to maybe penetrate inside a little bit before she made a decision to release it to Shanice. Moore goes up, misses. Good rebound by Shanice. She goes up and missed. Falls in the hands of the Bulldogs as they march their way right down the court. Bria Hicks finds wide open Piper. Piper takes it in. 4-2. Piper Helly for 2. 27-7 Bulldogs. Caden Anderson. Oh, and she gets fouled from behind. As it looked like she had plenty of room to just march it right on down for a layup, but she gets fouled.
Foul was on number 11. Ella Easep, her third, second.
Shanice coming out of the game. Going to take a break with 2:06 left. Into the game is Brianna Nichols. Excuse me. Kimber Pruitt, Brianna Nichols, that was last year. I remember Brianna won the number 14 last year. This is now Kimber Pruitt that's in the game for the Warriors. Bulldogs, no pressure. Look to find the ball in, but it's another steal by Caden Anderson. Caden Anderson already has a few steals in the first half. She averages 4 per game. Stop, drop, and pop, but it sails right over. Missed by the Warriors. Zioli picks up the rebound. Swings it to Caden. Caden looks to drive inside, but she gets fouled. 1:27 left here in the first half. 27-7, 20-point lead for the Bulldogs. Bria Hicks' first foul for the night. Both team fouls are at 3. Caden looking to pass the ball inside. She thought about going in, but lets it go out, and I believe Carrico stepped out of bounds, so that's going to give the ball back over to the Warriors. I believe Coach Hill is yelling for a play. Caden Anderson has plenty of room to drive inside. She goes up and in for 2. Caden Anderson. Caden for 2. I believe that might be her first 2 for the night. It puts it at 9 points as they cut it under 20 with 1 minute and 9 seconds left. Piper looks to drive inside. Nice move, goes up and in for a 3-point play. Piper Helly. That's going to send her to the line. Piper starting to warm up. Piper Helly, senior, averaging over 11 points per game. That puts her close to the halfway point right there after making that, completing a 3-point play. Caden Anderson finds wide open. Zioli finds some room. Pump face, but miss. And off to the races go the Bulldogs. Rebound. Puts in the hands of Zioli. Zioli crosses over, but gets it ripped out of her hands, but she's able to get the ball back. 35 seconds left, and the ball remains with the Warriors. And down on the ground as she hits hard is Miss Josephine Zioli, as she's slow to get up at this point. They're now calling for coach to check her out, but Miss Zioli says she's good, so Josephine's going to stay in the game. They had a replacement ready to sub, and they're still going to sub her out to just double-check to make sure she's okay. Coming in the game, Bailey Jarrett, just a freshman to replace Zioli. Kaden Anderson now with the ball. 30 seconds left in the game. Kaden bringing it to the top of the key, looking to create, looking to set up a play. She decides to dribble in, goes left, finds inside, but it gets loose. But Warriors able to stay with it. Back in the hands of Kaden Anderson. She goes up and just missed. 12 seconds left for the Bulldogs. They could take the last shot, but they're going to let Carrico take it in for a layup for 2 with 6.2 seconds left. Carrico now has 4 points as the time gets away from the Warriors. They're down 32-9. It's halftime. Bulldogs with a tremendous lead at this point. A lot to talk about for the Warriors. Hey, you're watching VP Playback. Carter County Games of the Week brought to you by Venture Productions TV. It's halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back with the second half right after this. And welcome back to the VP Playback Carter County Games of the Week. We are now in the second half, and you just saw a little bit slow get up from Hannah Smith, but she was able to get up and seems to be okay, but now off the court. Hampton Bulldogs 32-11. Ball, good pass underneath to Piper Helly for two. 34-11. Warriors playing with just 7 players, but holding their own the best they can to this point. One of the things they're going to have to do is make sure they cut back on mistakes and take advantage of those layups when they get them. Rebounds also a big key for the Warriors, as you just see the Hampton Bulldogs able to get the offensive rebound. Wild shot thrown up there by Piper. Hampton Bulldogs able to keep it. Rebounds also another key for the Warriors they got to take advantage of. Steal by Shanice. They fight for it. They call a jump ball. Possession is going to be to the Warriors. 6:18 left, 34-11. A lot of work to do as the Hampton Bulldogs are pressing and putting the pressure on the Warriors. Bulldogs called with the foul.
Foul on number 15, Bria Hicks.
Bria Hicks.
Her
Second foul for the night. Of course, they know Kaden Anderson is the best ball handler, so you see as they put the double team pressure on her, she lets the ball against Luzioli, able to catch up for it before it gets out of bounds, and she gets fouled. That's going to be the third team foul.
Number 3, Addie Lunsford, her first team third.
Lunsford's first foul. They find Shanice. She's able to hold on to it. They put the pressure on her, but she just throws a wild pass, and it gets taken away from the Bulldogs. Nice work from the Bulldogs. Carrico goes up and in for two. Carrico, 6 points for the night. Bulldogs not letting up on the press. You got 10 seconds to get across as Kaden looks to work, and she crosses just in time. She finds more. Morris takes it up. It's the side of the backboard. Rebound by the Bulldogs. 36-11. Warriors not giving up. Little huffing and puffing going on. Like I said, they're shorthanded. Only 7 players dressed for the seniors or for the varsity team. After that long break, we're going to see how conditioned they are here in the second half. The Warriors, unfortunately, haven't been able to play since the Christmas tournament, so that's back in 2024. This is the first game for 2025. Piper Haley with the ball. Reese is outside, in and out. Shanice with the rebound as they try to get the ball across, and she misses the pass, gets knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Warriors able to keep possession. Coach Hill thought about a timeout, but they're going to decide not to call it. Kaden Anderson looking to maybe turn things up for the Warriors, but she lets the ball go in the wrong hands as Bria Hicks gets the steal. Once again, unforced or turnovers, a big key for the trouble of the Warriors. Moore takes control, crosses over the line, tries to pass it back to Kaden Anderson, but gets it stolen by Piper. Piper looks to find down low Bria. Bria pushes outside, and shot a little wild from Abby. Sails right over the rim. Warriors now with the ball. Moore crosses the line. Whitehead with the ball. She tries to find Shanice inside. She does. Shanice tries to go up, but she travels. A Network King Travel Agency travel is called on Shanice Gardner. 3:47, and the clock is held there, 36-11. Shanice Gardner coming out of the game, as well as Whitehead. I believe the freshman is now in for the Warriors. Bulldogs in control of the game, taking their time, looking for the right shot. Jumper, good. Abby Lunsford. 2 points for Abby, makes it 38-11. 3:14 left as Kaden Anderson looks to try to cross, as she does. She's going to take it, I thought, all the way in, but she pushes it back out, and jumper taken. The bank is open, and it is good for Bailey Jarrett for 2. I believe that's Bailey's first bucket for the night. 13 points up for the Warriors. Bulldogs still doing work, and they find 2 easy buckets. Bria. Good defense by the Bulldogs. They're up 40-13. Slowing things down, looking to get their breath. Kaden Anderson penetrates inside, tries to go in, but she gets fouled. And that's what Kaden believes is going to have to do a little bit more of. Is a lot of penetrating inside, and the shot's not open, be able to try to make a move to draw a foul. She's been very unselfish, though, in the first half as she's been driving to the basket, trying to find some of her players underneath. Sometimes it's worked for her, sometimes it hasn't. Kaden now with the ball. Push it outside of Zioli. Zioli stop, drops, and just miss. Rebound. Bulldogs as they quickly push the ball back. Bucket, good. Hannah Smith. And Hannah's starting to light things up. Hannah averages around 14 points, and she's already, if not close, at double digits for the Bulldogs. Kaden Anderson, they're looking to contain her. She lets the ball go to the freshman, and she took a long three that just sailed right over the rim. Under a minute here in the third quarter. No rush for the Bulldogs. Zioli almost with the steal, but it gets knocked out of bounds, stays in the possession of the Bulldogs. Entering back into the game is Bria Hicks for Hannah Smith. Coach Dwayne Humphrey down low, still coaching the Bulldogs at a high energy tempo. 43 seconds left. Ball looks to go inside, but Zioli kept her eyes open. She gets the steal, lets it go up to the freshman's hand. She goes up and it gets fouled. Bailey Jarrett. That's going to put her on the line. Bailey already has 2 points for the Warriors.
Foul on number 13, Allie Birchfield. Her first, Lee Smith.
Birchfield called with the foul. Bailey Jarrett missed both free throws. Once again, another opportunity for the Warriors to put points on the board that they have to take advantage of, especially play a tough team like the Bulldogs. 20 seconds and counting. Jump ball. I believe Bulldogs are going to hold on to it. Hicks with the inbounds pass. Hicks with the left. Passes it. Teammate. Number 24, just before the clock struck. That's Gracie Jenkins made it 46-13. Hey, you're watching the VP Playback Sports Carter County Games of the Week. This is Chris Reddick. Just the end of the third quarter, and the Bulldogs are up 46-13. We'll be right back with more right after this. Welcome back to the VP Playback Carter County Game of the Week. Brought to you by Venture Productions TV. We're in the fourth quarter, 46-13. The Bulldogs are definitely in control of the game. Warriors' effort is still there. Caden Anderson slowing things down, calling a play, getting her team set up. Back in the hands of Caden. Shanice underneath, but loses the ball. Another turnover. That one, I believe, was unforced. I don't know if anybody touched it. I believe she just dropped the ball. But once again, turnovers, a big problem for the Warriors. Now, mind you, once again, this is the Warriors' first time playing in the year 2025. This is January 16th, so they haven't played since 2024 in the Christmas tournament. So they're still trying to get the kinks out. Great rebound there by Gardner. Puts in the hand of Caden. I'm sure Coach Hill right now is looking for his team to keep playing hard and put the effort in and play smart and take advantage of opportunities when they get them. Just missed. Shanice goes for the rebound, but falls, sails right over into the hands of Bria Hicks as she brings the ball up. Bulldogs take their time. 6:18 left, 46-13. No trouble to have to hurry. Tried to find Hicks inside. Almost was taken away by the Warriors, but they maintain control. Under 6 minutes now. Stop, drop, and pop at the three. You got to give it to Abby Lunsford for three. 5 points for Abby Lunsford. As we approach 5.5 minutes, we almost can start looking at who our player of the game, our Pizza Inn player of the game. Outstanding play all around for the Bulldogs. But I only have one buffet card in my pocket to give, so we're going to have to figure out who that goes to, as somehow Bria Hicks took a wild shot there and it just goes out of bounds. She kind of laughs it off. Coach takes her out there. She kind of jokes around on that shot, but Warriors, under 5 minutes. Still scoreless here, I believe, in the fourth quarter. Wide open shot by Zioli. Three, sails right over the rim. Rebound by Anderson. She fights for it, but Bulldogs get it, and a foul is called on the Warriors.
Foul is on number 33, Denise Gardner. Her third, and second.
Shanice Gardner now has her third foul. One thing Happy Valley has been able to do is not stay in foul trouble. Remember, they only have 7 players playing, so definitely have to be careful. As the Warriors get a steal with a great effort there by Bailey for the Warriors to help create that steal. Caden Anderson now with the ball. Caden drives, goes up, but gets denied. No foul call, clean block by Hampton. Down inside. Ball, I believe it hit her foot. Went out of bounds of Birchfield. Pretty good crowd tonight. Looks like, I believe we have more Bulldog fans than we do Warrior fans, even though it's the Warriors' home. As Caden drives in, misses. Bulldogs slow things down, but Caden's not giving up. She's putting pressure on the ball. Under 3. Everyone seems to be taking their time at this moment as the clock keeps ticking. But Zioli pays attention and she gets the steal. She goes up and all the way in for 2. Josephine Zioli. I believe that's 4 points for Miss Zioli. Caden Anderson helped creating the steal. Falls in the hands of Shanice. She kind of lazily lets it go, not paying attention that creeping up on her was a Bulldog and almost got a steal, but luckily the Warriors able to keep hold. Under 2 minutes, 49-15. We haven't seen Caden take many shots here in the fourth quarter. This may be a good time for her with the little space she's got there to create something and make something happen on her own. But she decides to try to go inside, but Bulldogs right there to get the steal, and Zioli almost gets it right back, but right off the hands of Zioli. Birchfield able to create that steal for the Bulldogs. With just under a minute to go, Caden comes out. And Aubrey comes in, Whitehead for the Warriors, as well as Pruitt. Bulldogs charged with a turnover. Under 50 seconds. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Warriors able to keep it with clock not stopping. We're on a continuous clock, so 24 seconds left, and this one's going to be put in the books. We'll see if the Warriors can maybe get the last shot and make a bucket. Zioli almost loses the ball. 13 seconds left. 8, 7, 6. Zioli looks to drive, takes it, tries to find Shanice Gardner. Shanice misses the layup, and that's going to do it. The Hampton Bulldogs, the Lady Bulldogs, win 49-15. I tell you what, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to present to you the Happy Valley Warriors against the Hampton Bulldogs. Boy game boys game coming up right after this. We'll be right back.